Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome all of you on behalf of IC India. I'm Almas and I'll be your host for this session today. And as you all know, we have Ms. Nilanjana Shen and Ms. Divya Pandey with us from Trinity College Dublin, and they will be giving you all the sufficient details that you want regarding the courses they are offering, their scholarship opportunities, their admission processes, and if you have the questions other than these things, so you can write down your question in Q&A box, and you can also raise your virtual hand for that, and we will give you a chance to speak to them. So now over to you, Nilanjana. After this presentation, we'll be taking all your queries. So be patient. Nilanjana, over to you. You can start with your presentation.
Thank you, Almas. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nilanjana Shin. I'm the Senior Recruitment Advisor for Trinity College Dublin. And with me, I also have my colleague, Divya Pandey. Together, we form the India team, and we will have a new resource based in Chennai shortly, starting from the 15th of June. So together, we will be a team of 3. I'll quickly take you to the presentation. I hope all of you can see my screen. Okay, so Trinity College of Dublin. I'll tell you more about why, whether it's a college or a university in the subsequent slides. But before talking about Trinity, I will provide a brief overview of what Ireland as a country and Dublin as a city offer to international students. So here in the slide, as you can see, Ireland is a small country, both in size and population, but it is one with a very long tradition in education excellence, as well as in offering an innovative and creative culture. It is among the top 15 safest countries in the world and is hence a friendly and welcoming institution for international students. With Brexit, it is now the only English-speaking country in the European Union. Ireland offers a one-year stay back or a job search visa to become a bachelor degree at an Irish institution. And it is a PR-friendly country and also the fastest growing economy in the European Union. I'll tell a little more about it. So this slide presents the economic climate in Ireland, which is the fastest growing economy in Europe, due to the presence of over 1,200 global companies that have substantial operations in Ireland. A majority of them have their European headquarters here. So ICT, financial services, medical tech, and biopharma are the key sectors of Irish economy. I'll start with a little bit about IT. So Ireland has annual exports worth over 50 billion euros, and that makes it the second largest exporter in the world of IT and computer services. Global giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Twitter, Intel, Accenture, HP, they all have their European headquarters in Ireland, while Dublin is Europe's hub for top gaming companies like EA, like Big Fish, PopCap, Zynga, Jolt, Havoc, Riot Games, and more. Second is pharmaceuticals. So Ireland is the top European country for international pharmaceutical investment, and this is due to the presence of over 300 biotech, pharma, and biopharma companies. And these include corporates like Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline, Novartis, Abbott, Bayer, and several others. And Ireland is also the producer of 6 out of the 10 top-selling drugs in the world. And the other sector, very important, is medical technology. 8 of the world's 10 largest medical device companies are also located in Ireland, and these include Europe's premier cluster of device companies such as Becton Dickinson, Boston Scientific, Guidant, Medtronic, and Stryker. This sector, that is the medical tech sector, employs over 29,000 people in Ireland, and it is also the second largest employer of medtech professionals in Europe. Ireland is one of the largest exporter of medical products in Europe, with annual exports of 12.5 billion. And companies here, which are based in Ireland, they directly export to over 100 countries worldwide. Majority of medical technology companies in Ireland have dedicated R&D facilities. Thus, they offer substantial opportunities for science and engineering graduates. It is also the most entrepreneurial country in the world after the US. So there is a lot of support available in terms of funding and mentorship for all kinds of startups or spin-offs. And also the top financial services companies are based, 15 of the leading 25 companies in the world are also based in Ireland. This includes 50 of the top banks, and we have over 250 companies which deal in various financial services. Moving now to Dublin, as the slide shows, it is almost at the center of the universe and therefore it's considered to be a gateway between continental Europe and the US. So this is a slide which tells you why you should be thinking of studying in Dublin. So it is a young, friendly, cosmopolitan city like all other European capital cities, and it is very well connected by various means of transport. But more importantly, it is one of the best student cities in the world, offering a safe and stimulating experience as a UNESCO city of literature, while also being a global tech hub. Coming now to Trinity, which is one of the 7 ancient universities of the world, along with Oxford and Cambridge, as well as 4 Scottish universities. These 7 universities are ancient because they are all more than 400 years old. What this means for our students is that they are educated at an institution which has centuries of experience of designing education and delivering education. This is really what sets both Trinity as well as graduates apart from the other universities and other students. This is an aerial view of our 47-acre campus right in the heart of Dublin city centre. This slide gives you a snapshot of our campuses located in the Global Innovation Hub and surrounded by numerous corporate giants. You can easily identify the unmistakable G, the A, the F, among various other leading companies. So the 2 green blobs stand for the Trinity campuses. Trinity has actively built on its tradition of academic excellence, and in our 428th year, we are now ranked 101 in the world. This is an older slide, and only yesterday got the new QS rankings, and Trinity has climbed 7 places, and now from being 108th, we are 101st in the world, and we share the spot with Pennsylvania State University. And as the slide tells you, Ireland is among the top 15 safest countries in the world, while Dublin is 37th among the best student cities. Just some quick facts here. We are the only Irish university to be part of the prestigious LERU, which is the League of European Research Universities. And we are ranked 92nd in the world for employability of our graduates, while being the most entrepreneurial university in Europe for the 5th consecutive year. It is also the most innovative university in Ireland. Some facts and figures. We are a medium-sized university with a student body of over 18,000 students from 120 countries. Our international student body is led by American students, followed by Indian students. To give you an overview, last year we had about 1,200 new American students who joined Trinity and about 390 new Indian students. But apart from the huge difference in numbers between Americans and the Indian students, the other major difference is that Americans are mostly on our undergraduate programs, while a majority of our Indian students join us for postgraduate programs. And we have about 3,600 staff, out of which about over 1,000 are academic staff, and together they represent over 78 nationalities. These are some of our illustrious alumni, including the current Prime Minister of Ireland, Leo Varadkar, who's also the son of a Mumbai doctor, and he studied medicine, and being a doctor, he's leading Ireland's response to COVID-19 right from the front. And I will talk a little bit about Ireland's response to COVID-19. So Ireland has successfully flattened the curve, and we are now in the second phase of the 5-phase lifting of the lockdown. Coming back to the alumni, Jonathan Swift, Oscar Wilde, Ernest Walton, who is a Nobel Prize winner for physics, as well as Mary Robinson. Some of our other notable alumni, which include Samuel Beckett, Andrew Scott, Jack Gleason, as well as Michael O'Leary. We offer 4-year honors degree for all programs. There are only 2 subject disciplines, computer science and engineering, where we offer 5-year integrated professional degrees. Our master degrees are 1 year in duration, while the PhD takes 4 years to finish. Our program schedules are a mix of timetabled and independent learning, which is very similar to US. For disciplines such as computer science, engineering, and science, as well as health sciences, the schedules are 75% timetabled and 25% based on independent study, while it is the other way around for humanities-related disciplines, which is 25% timetabled and 75% independent. Every student at Trinity, irrespective of the discipline, will have the opportunity to do a capstone project, which is, like a mini thesis. So it is a part of the undergraduate program, and each year students take 60 credits, and the final year capstone is a large component of these credits, which are usually 20 credits. It is an independent piece of research led by the student and supported by their supervisor, which is very much like a mini thesis. And this opportunity allows students at Trinity to pursue a PhD directly after their undergraduate program. And our assessment methods include written exams, reports, individual and group projects, as well as internships. And the 4 years, usually the first 2 years are broad-based. They do not account for the final bachelor degree mark, though the students have to pass each module. The third year accounts for 30% of the final mark, whereas fourth year accounts for 70%, out of which 40% is contributed by the capstone project. So these are our faculties. We have 3 faculties of arts, humanities, and social sciences, health sciences, and engineering, maths, and science. Before going further, I'll briefly touch upon a new and extremely ambitious initiative at Trinity called the E3, and it stands for Engineering, Environment, and Emerging Technologies. So E3 is a multi-million euros initiative, which is the first of its kind in the history of Ireland and among the first internationally. E3 aims to revolutionize education by integrating engineering, technology, and scientific expertise in order to efficiently address some of the grand challenges that the world faces, just as the COVID-19 pandemic that we are all dealing with currently. State-of-the-art, world-class learning facilities, innovative research, and industry collaborations are the cornerstones of E3 initiative. And our new facilities are due to be ready by 2021. So the cohort of engineering and science students that join us this year will be spending 2 years of their program at the E3 Learning Foundry. We also offer dedicated scholarships for all 4 years of programs that fall under E3, which include engineering, biological and biomedical science, as well as geosciences. So this is the Faculty of Engineering, Maths, and Science, and the top 4 schools. So we have a total of 8 schools in this faculty, but the top 4 schools fall under the E3. Computer science and business, these are the top these are the 2 most popular programs offered by our School of Computer Science. It's important to distinguish the difference between the 2 programs, as many students get confused. The most important difference is that the 5-year option that I just talked about, which includes the internship program, is only applicable to computer science and not to computer science and business. Also, students cannot switch between the programs in the middle of their degree program. Our School of Computer Science is among the top 100 in the world and is a major research center of Science Foundation Ireland, which is called Connect. and it focuses on developing innovative network technologies for diverse application requirements and focuses on Internet of Things and building real test buds. Our graduates are the most highly sought after by top employers based in Ireland, being the most entrepreneurial as well as the most innovative university in Ireland. We have an unmatched track record of tech startups as well. So this is Connect and Adapt, the two research centers under Science Foundation Ireland, which is SFI. Research at our School of Computer Science ranges from artificial intelligence to graphics and vision technologies, as well as statistics and information systems. In addition to Connect that I just mentioned, we also host one more research center of Science Foundation Ireland, which is called Adapt, which specializes in global communication, massive volumes of big data, multiple languages and devices. So the research is also our collaboration with the industry, which has a very clear bearing on the career outcomes of our graduates. These are some examples of graduate startups, and graduates from Trinity have founded more venture-backed companies than graduates from any other European university over the last 10 years. So Tangent and Launchbox are the two facilities. Launchbox is the student accelerator, and Tangent is a facility within our business school which assists students with funding and mentorship to help them realize their idea of a startup. So this is how the program is designed. So computer science is years 1, 2, and 3, and then the students actually would be dedicating either the 4 years depending on your choice, or full 5 years, which is dedicated to the study of computer science, both in terms of its breadth and depth. You will be making a decision about whether you would want a 4-year model or you would want to continue as a 5-year integrated master's program. This is a decision which you do not take up front. It is decided in the 3rd year. So if the student decides to take the 4-year route, then it is a fully taught program and you do your capstone project in the second half of the 4th year. However, if you take the integrated master's route, then in the 4th year, you will be getting the opportunity of doing a 6 months paid internship, which is arranged by the university. So you do the first semester at Trinity and the second semester at an internship at a company. And then you come back to the Trinity campus for your 5th year. And in most instances, the industry or the company where the students go for the internship are the ones who would be interested in taking the student once they complete their master degree. These are some examples of the paid internships that I talked about, which are as part of the 5-year integrated masters. So Speed Connect is the event with internship host companies, organizations, or research labs. You get to choose the positions that you wish to apply to. And our career services, which is an award-winning service, helps the students for preparing their cover letter, their CV, their interview preparation. All of that support is provided. So the internship is paid, usually for 6 months, where you work on real projects or products. This is computer science and business. So you have 3 options here, where you can either major in computer science and minor in business, or you can do a joint honors in computer science and business, or you can choose to do major in business and minor in computer science. So this is a joint program which is offered in conjunction with Trinity Business School. And you do the capstone project in year 4. Here we do not have the option of the integrated masters. These are some other programs: Management Science and Information Systems Studies, which is a part of our School of Computer Science, which is the primary objective is to produce graduates who are numerate as well as business and computer literate. And this is the career outcomes include careers in information technology management, or it could be in civil services. And particularly our graduates of this particular program are sought after by leading management consultancy firms and financial firms in London, in New York, or IFSC in Dublin. Moving now to our engineering program. So the first 2 years of the undergraduate engineering course are common entry, meaning that all students follow a common curriculum of basic courses. They may then choose from a number of modules in the third and fourth year of the degree program. These modules are grouped in such a way so as to permit students to specialize in one of the six streams of the engineering profession. So it is similar to computer science, where year 1 and 2 are common, where you study the fundamentals of the subject area, and year 3 is when you choose your specialization. So this structure of the program also means that the years 1 and 2, the class sizes are larger, but from year 3, when the students choose their specializations, the class size shrinks substantially, and it could be as small as just 15 to 20 students per class. And also in the third year is when you choose whether you would want to exit at 4 years, which is a fully taught program, or the 5-year integrated masters. And here also in engineering, if you choose the integrated masters model, then you have 3 options in year 4. So you can spend the entire year 4 at Trinity, or you can do 1 semester in Trinity and the second semester on a paid internship, just like computer science program. Or you can also choose to do 1 semester at Trinity and the second semester at an international exchange. So we have over 300 partners with whom we collaborate. They are top universities across the world, whether you want to be in US, Canada, Australia, Asia, across Europe. I will talk a little bit more about it in the subsequent slides. So that is another option in this program. And then you come back for year 5 of your master's, and that is when you do your capstone project and you graduate with a master's degree. Another difference here is also that if you choose a 4-year program, then you are eligible for a 1-year stay back or job search. But if you choose the master's degree, the integrated master's, then you would be eligible for a 2-year stay back. This is the other program, which is engineering with management, just like we have computer science with business. So the difference here is that in the undergrad engineering, it starts with 2 common years, after which students choose to specialize in a branch of engineering, like mechanical or civil, etc., for the rest of their course. However, and in that for engineering, because we have 6 specializations, so we have places, about 200 places that we offer. However, for engineering with management, this is a very specialized course right from year 1, and we only accept about 30 students per year. Statistically, nearly all engineers move into management positions during their career. Our engineering with management course is a good option for students who would like to do that more quickly. It is aimed at engineers who want to become managers in the manufacturing sector. So it is specific to manufacturing sector. However, the skills learned can be applied in other fields also. It is a good choice for students who are unsure if they want to study engineering or business. And the engineering with management students, they take approximately 75% of the classes which are taken by the students of mechanical and manufacturing engineering, including science and design courses. The other 25% covers the business and management subjects, including management science, applications of statistics, and data science. The engineering program leads to our BAI degree, whereas the engineering and management program leads to a BSc degree. They are both honors engineering degrees and are fully accredited, and both courses will offer the option to complete a 5th year leading to the same MAI master's degree. So this is one difference. While computer science and business is not available as a 5-year integrated master's, engineering with management does allow you for the take the option of the 5-year route. This is a snapshot of life after graduation. As you may see, the vast majority goes into industry employment right after their degree, and our employers range from Abbott to Rolls-Royce to Medtronic to Mercedes, PwC, Accenture. There is a small proportion, very small, which goes into further study, while a still smaller one, a mini school one, is still seeking employment. Moving now to science at Trinity, which is embedded in our tradition of scientific excellence. And this is the image that sums up an undergraduate science journey at Trinity. Students can enter one of the science streams. We offer 4: biological and biomedical, chemical science, geography and geoscience, or physical sciences. As they progress through their 4 years of study, their options and class structure changes, just like computer science and engineering. Typically, the first 2 years have larger class sizes. For example, biological and biomedical sciences have around 235 to 250 students that start each year. This is largely because biological and biomedical science has 11 specializations. There is also some flexibility for students to pick and choose science modules that interest them. And in the first 2 years, students focus on a number of core subjects that will be the foundations of their later specialization. We also offer interesting modules for our science graduates, such as science education, as well as communication and history, philosophy, and ethics of science. At the end of second year, students will select what their specialization will be for third and fourth year. It is during the third and fourth year that the class sizes are much smaller. Some specializations have just about 15 to 30 places, just like engineering or computer science. The biological and biomedical science stream has the most amount of specializations, which is 11. And in third year, students have the option of taking an elective as well. During the summer months of third year, many of our students seek summer internships or placements in labs in Ireland or overseas. And in the fourth and final year, students complete the capstone project like all other students. Our School of Science is also among the top 100 in the world. Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences is our largest faculty. However, within this, from the Indian students' perspective, the School of Business is extremely popular. So is law, psychology, English, and also philosophy. These are the programs that we offer. Global Business by far is the most popular program for Indian students going to Trinity. We also have a program which is Best Business, Economic and Social Studies, which is more broad-based. It is on the model of liberal arts, where the students get specialized in any 2 out of these 4. And then we also offer business studies with a language such as French, German, Russian, Polish, or Spanish. And we have business with computer science that I talked about. We offer history. We have clinical speech and language studies, computer science and a language. We offer drama, drama and theater studies, economics, English studies, film studies, history, geography, law, Middle Eastern and European language culture. So the programs which are marked in yellow here are the ones which are offered as joint honors. So joint honors would mean that you can combine it with one more subject and you can get a joint honors in both, while the ones in white are single honors programs. In addition, we also have all of these: French, German, Irish, Italian, Russian, Spanish. We also have music and music education. Another very popular program for Indian students is PPES, which is philosophy, political science, economics, and sociology, extremely broad-based. And you could also choose to do political science or political science and geography as single honors, psychology, social studies. We have sociology, both as single and joint honors. And we also offer a dual BA program in association with Columbia University, New York. So Global Business, this is by far our most popular program. It is a core business program which covers everything to do with business, whether it is economics, accounting, marketing, management, operations, strategy. Everything is covered in this program while being embedded in innovation and entrepreneurship. It also offers exemptions from CAP 1, which is CA proficiency exam, as well as ACCA. And we also have dedicated scholarships available for this particular program. These are some of our current Global Business Exchange partners. As you can see, these would be the top universities across the world. These are specific to global business, and it is just few of the many that we have. This is the dual BA program that I was talking about. Trinity has an active collaboration with Columbia University, New York, through which students spend their first 2 years studying at Trinity and the final 2 in Columbia University, New York, and they get their degrees from both universities. So in 2019, we launched the first dual BA program with our Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences and Columbia School of General Studies. And this year, it has expanded to include 2 science programs as well, neuroscience from our biological and biomedical science stream and geoscience. So these are all the subjects in which you can choose to do a dual BA program. And in this case, we have an earlier closing date, and also that students have to meet the entry requirements of both Trinity as well as Columbia. So for Trinity, we do not ask for SATs, but for these programs, you will need to submit your SATs. There would be additional essays, and there is also an interview which is conducted by a panel represented by both Trinity and Columbia delegates. These are the global connections that I was talking about. We have over 300 partners across Europe and worldwide. These are some of the universities in addition to the ones that I showcased earlier. So this is something students can choose to do a semester or a full 3rd year at any one of these universities. So what will Trinity give you? Academic rigor and a transformative student experience are the 2 pillars of Trinity education, and we provide this through a stimulating engagement in the classrooms as well as an experience, a world-class experience outside of the class as well. And this is through our over 170 sports clubs and societies. So any interest a student may have outside of the classroom, we will have a world-class facility for them to pursue their interests. And that is how our programs are also designed. Like I mentioned earlier, the first 2 years do not count towards your final bachelor degree mark. And those 2 years are actually aimed where students can pursue their interests, broaden their horizons, network, make connections, as well as friends for life. And year 3 then is more about the learning outcome. This is college life. We offer an extremely vibrant college life with 170 clubs and societies. And we also have 2 of the oldest student societies which belong to Trinity, the Phil for philosophy and the Hist for history. As I was talking about world-class facilities, so we have a state-of-the-art sports center, as well as theaters, galleries, and museums all on campus. Talking about Trinity's campus life, these are some of the former speakers. As you can see, these would be leaders or experts who represent a wide spectrum of sectors. They would be the heads of state. They could be leaders, political leaders, as well as those representing glamour world, fashion world, Hollywood, all of them. These are some of the recent visitors to Trinity, including the 1 millionth visitor to our Book of Kells, which is housed in Trinity's Legal Deposit Library. So I've already mentioned that Indian students form the 2nd largest community of international students. However, even though we are much smaller than the American students, the Indian society is by far the most popular and the most influential. And like we Indians are typically, wherever we go, we take our food, our culture, our music, our dance, our films with us. That is what the Indian society does too. And the celebration of Holi in the front square is the most popular event on Trinity campus. In addition, the Indian society also helps the prospective students. If you have any questions about life at Trinity, if you would want to connect with them to find out what were their reasons for choosing Trinity, what has been their journey so far, then definitely we connect prospective students with office holders of the Indian society, because the society is managed wholly by undergraduate students. So they are very well placed to answer your questions about anything about the course, outside of the course, support the university provides, and all of that. This is a snapshot of career journey at Trinity. Like I was saying, the first 2 years do not contribute to the final bachelor degree mark. They are aimed to give students maximum opportunity to expand their horizons and pursue their interests outside of the classroom. The third year gets condensed. It is focused on learning outcomes, whereas the fourth year is all about career outcomes. So the students work very closely with the career services. This is the Career Services at Trinity, which is an award-winning service. It conducts over 200 workshops across the year, helping students throughout their career planning. We help them with their cover letters, making sure that they are oriented towards what the expectations of a global employer is. So writing their cover letters, their CV in line with those expectations. We help them with interview preparation through mock interviews, which are duly recorded, and also helping the student with internship placement. We have a team of dedicated international careers advisors, and they also assist with planning and conducting job fairs, inviting the industry reps. And the job fairs are conducted on the basis of subjects, so they are slotted together so the students can come and meet with the industry reps. International students in Ireland are permitted to work 20 hours during term time, and during vacations you can work 40 hours or more. And I've already mentioned about the stayback visa. Our graduate employability is 93% within the first 3 months. Most importantly, that Trinity graduates earn 30% more than any other Irish grad within the first 5 years of their career journey. This is largely because of the standing of the university is the top ranked university in Ireland, and our global ranking as well. Our industry collaboration, which is largely through the research, the quality of the faculty members, all of them are PhD scholars and most of them are leaders in their own field, and also through the career services. What our students say? A lot of times we get queries about medicine. So Mahir Sampath is from Mumbai, who joined our medicine program last year. So I asked him for his testimonial, his reasons to choose medicine, his reasons to choose Trinity to study medicine, his experience at Trinity so far, and also about NEET. So if any of you is interested in medicine, I could gladly put you in touch with Mahir. But generally, our medicine program is extremely competitive, and we only accept IB or A levels. We do not accept CBSE on our medicine program. And of course, like I said, it's a very competitive program, and we need an IB score of 40 on 42 with at least 6 at HL level in 2 subjects, any 2 out of physics, chemistry, bio, or agricultural science. So that is about medicine. So if you would want to know, of course, I can assist you or I can put you in touch with Mahir. And Shantanu Gupta is on the Global Business Program, which I said is the most popular program. And Shantanu is from Modern Vasant Vihar. He's also the secretary of the current Indian Society. He would also be very happy to share his experience, so I could put you in touch with him. So as you can see, his reasons to choose are the striking and the perfect balance between personal and professional life. Shantanu has been assisting me as well in my school visits. He has been accompanying me to his alma mater, which is Modern Vasant Vihar, and also help other students with his own experience. So essentially his reasons were experiential learning and flexibility to engage in multiple clubs and societies, which range from economics, law and finance to agriculture and juggling and magic as well. So his experience so far is that he has been a part of the finance club, which helped him to secure an interview with a venture capitalist firm in his second year, and which has also successfully converted to a full year internship. So any of you who would be looking at business programs or generally at Trinity, Shantanu would be a good person to connect with, and I'll be happy to connect you to him. Shreya Patar is another student who has been, she is on an unconventional program. TSM stands for two subject moderatorship or the joint honors. So she's doing it in English literature and philosophy. She's from Mumbai, and she has been doing exceedingly well by making the best use of all the opportunities that Trinity offers. So she has been an active member of Trinity Entrepreneurial Society, and she has been the public relations officer at the society and is now running for vice president. She is the LinkedIn campus editor. She's the class rep for philosophy. So the opportunities abound. It would be up to the students to make the most of it. And she has also been involved in Tangent, which I mentioned is a facility within our business school, which helps with funding and mentorship. So she has been involved in Launchbox Sprints, Launchbox Finals, and she has been the copy editor and photographer for Trinity News. And the other opportunities is that she won the Trinity Employability Award and won a summer internship with KPMG and euros 500, and has also got funding of 2,500 euros for her startup, and she's only in her second year so far. She has also met the Prime Minister of Ireland as well as Jeff Weiner, the CEO of LinkedIn. Coming now to the entry requirements, we require 80% overall. And for some subjects, we have subject-specific requirements. For example, computer science and engineering, we require a minimum of 75% in class 12 in your maths. For business programs, we do accept without maths in class 12, considering that India has commerce without maths option. In that case, we will be looking at your scores in maths in class 10th, which should be a minimum of 80%. If we look at the IB, it ranges from 32 to 40 in terms of the overall points required, but we definitely need 3 subjects at grade 5 HL and 3 subjects at grade 4 at SL. And there would be subject requirements like for computer science and engineering, maths HL is mandatory. For sciences, we require, if it is CBSE, then we require minimum 75% in 2 science subjects in class 12. And if it is IB, we need 2 science subjects at HL for our science programs. In addition, we need English language proficiency exam. It could be IELTS or TOEFL or Pearson. This year, because of COVID-19, we have temporarily accepted Duolingo, which is conducted completely online. How to apply? So our applications open on 1st October. We have one intake in September. So applications open 1 year in advance. We have earlier closing dates of 1st February for programs like medicine, dentistry, drama, and music. And for the dual BA program with Columbia, again, there is an earlier closing date of 2nd January. So all applications are online through our website, through the course page. You simply go on to the course page. At the bottom of the page, there is an apply link. So you will click on the link for non-EU students. It will take you to our portal. You complete the online form, upload your documents. We require the predicted scores. We need a personal statement, 2 letters of recommendation from your school. It could either be the counselor, your class teacher, or subject teacher. And we also need an English language test, which I already mentioned. However, we do give out conditional offers on the basis of your predicted scores and the LORs. Your final results, your English language test result can come later. And we have an application fee of 55 euros. Our average tuition fee for humanities is about 19,000 for all programs in the Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Whereas for lab-based STEM programs, engineering, computer science, and sciences, it's about 26,000 euros. We have estimated living costs of 30,000 per year. And for the first year, we guarantee accommodation in Trinity Halls of Residence, which is a facility only for the first year undergrad students. It's a gated community with 24-hour support. It is not on the campus. It is slightly away, but it is in the best location in Dublin. Scholarships. We offer partial scholarships of 5,000 euros for the first year only, which are the Global Excellence Scholarships. In addition, similar scholarships are available only for global business. In addition to that, we have the Foundation Scholarship, which is an extremely prestigious scholarship, which is as old as Trinity, so more than 427 years old. And at that time, it was introduced to encourage professorships, and hence it has a unique structure, which we have not changed. The structure is that you take an exam in the second year, basis the elective subjects that you are studying, and offer about 90 to 100 scholarships every year. And the benefits are there is a substantial fee reduction. We offer free accommodation and a 3-course meal in the grand dining hall. And these last for a period of 5 years, starting from year 3 of the bachelor degree. So if you get the scholarship and you choose to do a master's or a PhD at Trinity, after your graduation, it will continue to apply. In addition to all of those, we have dedicated E3 scholarships. These scholarships are for each year of your undergraduate degree. So this covers all our engineering programs, including engineering with management. Computer science does not come under this scholarship, but biological science and geosciences does come under it. So there are scholarships of 4,000 to 5,000 euros for every year of your study. We also have scholarships of 5,000 for the postgrad programs and fully funded PhD programs which fall under the E3. These are all our scholarships are merit-based. These are not automatic. Once you have a conditional offer, you have to apply separately for the scholarship. And in order to apply, we will need your CV. We need, you should have an offer from Trinity, and we will need you to write a brief essay of about 300 words as to how you will contribute to the Trinity community. So within E3, we have funds over 500,000 available to give out as scholarships. That is it from me. I'm happy to take questions. I think I have covered most of the queries that you may have, but I'll be happy to take questions.
Thank you, Nilanjana, for the very thorough presentation. Now we are open for questions. So you can raise your virtual hands, or you can type in your question in Q&A box. I can see a lot of questions in Q&A box. So I'll just allow Riya Krishnan to ask her question first. Riya, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, my question is that you said that maths is compulsory for computer science, but if one had information practices in class 12, then also maths is compulsory.
Yes, maths is compulsory. So we require maths as a subject for engineering and computer science mandatorily.
I hope, Riya, you've got your answer.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So we will be taking questions from Q&A box now. I can see Divya's already answers most of them. So this question is from Mansi Madan. What is the admission process for undergraduate medicine course?
Okay, so for the medicine program, like I mentioned, we only accept IB or A levels, and the applications open just like all other programs on 1st October. The difference is that they close on 1st of Feb, and it is only on the basis of your IB results. We do not have an external exam. HPAT is not required, but there may be an interview.
Okay. So the other question is from Ms. Deepthi Chandola. She wants to know how many years for medicine undergrad?
5 years.
Okay. Students, you can also raise your virtual hand if you want to directly question Ms. Nilanjana. So you move on to our next question. This is from Devansh Khanna. He wants to know, are there undergraduate courses for commerce students also?
Yes, all the business programs, like I mentioned, global business. Then we have BEST, which is Business, Economic and Social Studies. We also have economics as a joint honors, which you can combine with maths and various other subjects. Not maths is one of the options. We also have computer science and business. We have engineering with management, which is open to commerce students. Then we have business with a language. So there are lots of programs which are available for commerce students.
Okay. So Siddharth Rana wants to know, could you please tell the process for admission in medicine course?
It is the same question. I think that one more student has asked. It's the same. It is online application similar to all other programs. It is just that there is an earlier closing date, and secondly, that we only accept IB and A levels. Other than that, there is no difference between any other course and medicine.
Kaustav wants to know, does the college offer sound engineering course?
We do not have sound engineering. We have electronic engineering. So we have 6 specializations. We have bioengineering. Bioengineering, I skipped mentioning that bioengineering is extremely sought after skill in Ireland because of the presence of the medical tech companies. Ireland is Europe's largest manufacturer and exporter of medical devices like knee implants and pacemakers. So bioengineering is one of the options that we offer. We have computer engineering, we have electronic engineering, and we also have electronic and computer engineering, but we do not have sound engineering.
Okay. Gitansh wants to know, are there any option for commerce students? I think it has already been answered. So Lavanya wants to know, what are the opportunities at Trinity College for a student keen on pursuing political science?
Yes, so we do have political science, and we also have options like BESS if you would want a broad-based program. So we have BESS, which is Business, Economic and Social Studies, in which political science is offered as one specialization. We also have PPES, which is Philosophy, Political Science, Economics. So you can take that. We also have political science as a single honors. You can also do political science with geography. And our School of Political Science is among the top 25 in the world. So there are lots of ways that you could pursue this program.
Okay. So Riya Verma says, I am a commerce with math student. I wish to apply for some course in finance. What courses are available and what is the admission process for an integrated course?
So if you are looking for finance, then you should opt for the Global Business Program, which is a core business program, and finance is one of the specializations of that program. So it is not a joint honors. It is a core business program where you will be covering all aspects of business, including finance. So it will include economics, it will include entrepreneurship, innovation, marketing, management, but you can also choose to study a language as an elective. So my view would be that you should opt for global business if you're looking for a core business program. Other than that, you could also look at BEST, Business, Economic and Social Studies, if you would want a broader program to start with. So in BEST, the way it is that in the first year, you study all 4 options, that is business, economics, you will be studying political science and sociology. In year 2, you have the option to drop any 2 if you want, or you can continue with all 4 or all three of those. And from year 3 onwards, you can just pick 2 as your 2 or 1 as your specialization. It is up to you. Most of the students who do best from India choose business and economics as their option. The other option could be that you can choose economics honors and combine it with one more subject. And economics and maths is the most popular combination, and also one which historically promises the healthiest salaries. So there are lots of options available for commerce students.
So Siddharth Rana wants to know, will giving UC80 or BM80 beneficial for admission in medicine?
Then it would not be a direct application. I believe you are asking to apply through IUMC, which is our partner in Malaysia. So yes, it would add value to your application, but it is not part of the entry requirements.
Lavanya Kapoor wants to know, she says that I am a student wanting to pursue PPE, that is politics, philosophy and economics in my undergrad. What are the opportunities at Trinity for that?
So yes, we have the PPES program, which is philosophy, political science, economics and social studies. It is like BEST, but more broad because there are more opportunities. And it is similar. You start off with all of the specializations, and then it gets more condensed, and you can end up with 2 specializations or 3, whichever you would want to do. So it's a very flexible program, very highly sought after and very competitive for that reason, because we have very few places available on the program. So all the details you can find in terms of the modules, in terms of the structure of the program is all there on the website. So our prospectus, which you will find online, is extremely comprehensive. For each subject or each course, you will find exactly what you will study in each module and each year. And more importantly, there is a dedicated section for graduate skills and career opportunities. So there you can find out exactly what kind of career paths the program will open for you. And that section is basis where our recent graduates have gone on to. So it is based on that, and it should answer a lot of your questions.
She also wants to know the accommodation fee at Trinity.
Sorry, accommodation fee.
Yeah, yeah.
So the living expenses, which I mentioned, 13,000 euros, includes everything, including your accommodation, your food, your commute, miscellaneous, all of that is included. And that is what we estimate. And Trinity Halls is only available for the first year. So 13,000 will cover the cost of the Trinity Halls also. From the second year onwards, I believe if you choose a shared accommodation, then the cost of accommodation might come down. But the estimate is about 13 to 14,000 euros, depending on what kind of accommodation option you go for, and also slightly on your lifestyle as well. But 13 to 14,000 is a realistic estimate.
So she has a lot of questions. One more question from Lavanya. She says, what are the prospects for scholarship for international students in a non-STEM undergraduate course?
So I think I already took that we have the Global Excellence Scholarships, which are one-off scholarship of 5,000 euros. And then we have dedicated scholarships of the same amount for global business as well. But for non-STEM, we do not have any scholarship which is available for all 4 years. It is a one-off scholarship for the first year only.
So next one up is Arshia Nagpal. She wants to know, is SAT required for admission at Trinity?
No, we don't need SATs. We only need your class 12th results and the English language tests. SATs are only required for the dual BA program with Columbia University.
Okay. So Ms. Deepthi wants to know, can students go for psychology masters or postgraduate diploma psychology if they don't have bachelor's in psychology?
Yes, we have the diploma, which is the bridging program for those who come from non-psychology backgrounds. So yes, it is possible to go for masters after doing the diploma, the conversion program, that is.
So Ms. Shalini Prasad wants you to elaborate on something on cost for the courses and scholarships once again.
Okay, so the cost for the programs, for all non-STEM programs, it is the same fee, about 19,000 euros per year. And for the STEM programs, whether it is engineering, whether it is computer science or science, it's about 26,000 euros per year. The living costs are about 13,000 every year. So we would estimate that in the first year, it is about 13 to 14,000 euros. However, from the second year onwards, when students move out of Trinity Halls, there would be some flexibility around the type of accommodation that they opt for. If they opt for shared accommodation, then that might bring the cost slightly down. But around 13 to 14,000 is a realistic cost for every year, which is all inclusive.
Okay. So Gitanj Bansal wants to connect with Shantanu Gupta, and he wants to know how can he connect with him.
So if you wish to connect with the Indian Society, then please drop me an email and I will introduce you to either Shantanu or anyone else, depending on what kind of help you are looking at. So for example, there are a lot of girl students or their parents who would want to know. So Shreya Patar is one student who did not come back to India during the COVID-19. She chose to stay back in Dublin. So she could answer a lot of queries around COVID-19, what is the kind of support that was provided. So here I would also want to mention that Ireland has been ranked 6th in the world in terms of the best response to COVID-19 situation. And Dublin has been ranked 13th in the world among cities for the best response to COVID-19. That has largely been because of the presence of the medical tech companies and the pharma sector in Ireland. And as a commitment to international students, Ireland is one of the few countries in the world which have given out emergency expense payment to international students. So every international student who might have lost a part-time job because of the COVID-19 was given an emergency payment of 350 euros every week in Ireland. And also every international student was given free healthcare support by the Irish government. So for questions like these, I could put you in touch with Shreya Patar. And for any other questions, I will connect you to Shantanu in his capacity as the Secretary of the Indian Society. So just drop me an email that you would want to connect with the Indian Society, and I can introduce you to him.
Okay. So Mansi Madan wants to know, can a CBSE student apply for undergraduate medicine course?
No, no. We are re-looking at it. We may be opening it to CBSE students for 2021, but so far a decision has not been made.
So Siddharth Rana wants to know, ma'am, do we have to give any extra exams for admission?
No, we do not need any other exam except for your English language test. There is no other exam.
There's a question from Bhavpreet. She says, what are the job opportunities for after studying economics in Ireland?
So as I've already mentioned, economics is a highly sought after skill. So in Ireland, what we have is we have a skilled critical skills list, which lists out the kind of skills that the government is looking for, where there is a shortage in supply. So economic graduates are, or the skills that they have are listed in that. This is because of the presence of the financial services companies, where economics is a very highly sought after skill. And as it is, Ireland is a PR friendly country. And most, I would say every student who stays back and gets a work permit, they are eligible for a PR after they work on a work permit for 3 to 5 years. However, the skills which are listed in the critical skills, if they have a qualification related to it, then the PR application is fast tracked to just about 2 years. And economics, or which covers analysis, data analytics, business analytics, those kind of skills are listed there. So yes, the job opportunities are excellent in terms of the availability and also in terms of the starting salaries. And if you look at the combinations that for us, economics is offered as a joint honors. So economics and maths is one combination which is the most popular, and historically it has proven to attract the healthiest salaries as well.
So Arshia Nagpal wants to know, she says, I have science in class 12, but I want to pursue law. So what are the admission requirements for that?
So for law, we do not have subject specific requirements. You could definitely apply for law. So like I mentioned, we do not have subject specific requirements except for engineering, except for computer science and sciences. So for that, we require that you should have maths in class 12. So a commerce student could also be eligible for engineering if he has maths. He could be eligible for computer science as long as they have maths in class 12. And for all other subjects, we do not have any subject requirement. You could have science and you can apply for psychology, for law, for philosophy, for political science. It does not matter because there is no subject requirement, subject specific requirement. So it does not matter. As a science student, you can apply for law. As a humanities student, you can apply for law, or even as a commerce student.
So we have next question from Dr. Shalini Prasad. She is a career counselor from DPS Vasankuch. Thank you for the question, ma'am. She says, please share some information on graduate programs by Trinity.
Okay. So for our postgraduate programs, we have in all streams as well. Because I was under the impression that it is for the school students, so I have not covered the postgrad programs. But for the postgrads also, we have in all areas, in all disciplines, we have one-year programs that we offer. And except perhaps architecture is something we do not offer. Some streams of engineering we do not offer, but other than that, we have for all programs, we have 1 master degrees. And our master degrees have 3 semesters, 2 are taught, and 1 is the dissertation that the students have to do. And like I said, there is a 2-year stay back after a master degree. So if you could, ma'am, if you could drop me an email, then I can share the information sheet for postgrad programs, and thereafter I'll be happy to take any queries for any specific postgrad program that you may be looking for.
You will be sharing Nilanjana's email ID at the end of the session. So Astha Jha wants to know, is there any 3-year course for undergraduate in engineering?
No, all our programs are 4 years. And like I said, we offer 5-year integrated masters as well, but we do not have any program which is 3 years in duration.
Priyanshi Jain wants to know, I have commerce without maths. She's from CBSE. So I have to ask, what are the Trinity needs for admission criteria?
So which course is she looking for?
She hasn't mentioned the subject. I think she must be looking for some commerce subject, because she is from commerce, but she doesn't have maths, and she is from CBSE board.
Okay, so you will be eligible for our business programs as long as you have minimum of 80% in your maths in class 10th. You will be eligible for all programs except computer science and engineering. Other than that, you can opt for any program. If it is business, then we need maths in class 10th with minimum 80%. If you do not, then you can look for any program, whether it is law, whether it is psychology, whether it is political science, history, English, all of that would be open to you.
Siddharth Rana wants to know minimum grades for admission in medicine in A levels.
In A levels, just a second, I'll have to check that out. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, please.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
In the meantime, is there any other question that I can answer simultaneously?
So Arshia wants to know, if I haven't given any exams like TOEFL or IELTS till now, what should I do?
Is it for this year she's asking?
I think so. She's asking for this year only.
So that is fine. If you do not have that, you can go for the Duolingo. And in some instances, we may be offering flexibility. But for this year, if you are looking at the kind of response that we have to COVID-19, there is on our website, the homepage, there is a link to FAQs in which we have provided all the flexibility and provisions that we are making for students dealing with the COVID-19. So if you're looking for this year, then the option would be to take the Duolingo, which is completely online. And it gives you a result, I think, in 4 days.
So Ms. Deepthi wants to know, do you prefer applications from Atlantic Bridge if your website doesn't show apply online for medicine?
No, you can apply. So we have different routes for admissions to the medicine program. Like I said, we have IUMC, which is Malaysian, and Atlantic Bridge is another. But there is an option to apply directly as well. So you can simply go onto the website and apply. It may not be showing now because the deadline has passed. So it is 2nd of January, and that is why it may not be reflecting currently. But it should open up on 1st of October. But there is definitely a provision where you can apply directly for the medicine program through the website. And for the A levels, I've got the answer. For the A levels for medicine, we require a score of AAA, including 2 out of biology, chemistry, or physics. And if physics is not one of the subjects, then the student must present the O-level maths at grade B or above.
Okay. Sumir Goyal wants to know, are there any undergraduate architecture courses at Trinity?
No, we do not have architecture.
Okay. Sara Yadav says, can I combine psychology and English?
No, psychology is only offered as a single honors. We did used to offer psychology as a joint honors, but what the students shared with us was they started off fine, but from the third year when the course gets condensed, they really struggled with the program and they could not manage 2 subjects. So psychology in itself is a very comprehensive subject area, and that is why it is only offered as a single honors.
Okay. Ridhima Mackin says, do we require maths for medicine program?
So maths, no, it is, we require 2 out of 4 subjects that I mentioned earlier, and maths can be one of them. If you do not have maths, it is fine, you do not require that, but we do require 2 subjects out of physics, chemistry, bio, or agricultural science, and maths can be one of them.
Okay. Gitansh Bansal says, how could one enroll in global business course and when to enroll if I be completing class 12th and 21?
So if you complete in 21, the application will open on 1st October of this year. And that is when you can apply with your predicted scores, where we require 80% overall. And if you have maths, then in 12th, then it should be minimum 75%. If you do not have it, then we will need minimum 80% in class 10th. And you can apply just as for all other programs with your predicted scores, your personal statement, and 2 LORs, academic LORs. And in order to apply, you just need to go onto the website, the course page, and at the bottom of the page is the apply link. So you will apply as a non-EU student. If you click on it, it will take you to the portal. You fill up the online application form and upload your documents.
So Sara Yadav wants to know what are the combinations I can have with psychology?
Psychology is a single honors. Like I said, there is no combination. But yes, there are electives that you can opt for. And these would be electives where you can take 1 or 2 electives in year 3 and 4. But we would not have major and minor for psychology.
Okay. Siddharth Rana says, are there any scholarship in medicine program?
No, for medicine, we do not have any scholarships, no.
And Gitansh Bansal wants to know, are there any scholarship offer for full waiver? And when does those scholarship exams happen?
No, we do not have full scholarships. We only have partial scholarships, or we have the 5,000 euro scholarship for all 4 years for the E3 programs like engineering, but we do not have any 100% scholarships.
Riya Verma wants to know what is the criteria for scholarship for commerce students for courses like global business and BESS?
So for all of the programs, the criteria for scholarship is academic merit. The minimum for you to be eligible for the scholarship is 90% overall. And in addition to that, we require you to write an essay as to how you will contribute to the Trinity community. That is a part of your scholarship application where you can showcase your extracurricular or achievements or interests. And that is the criteria for the scholarship, that how you will contribute to the Trinity community. So for admissions, it is only on the basis of academics. For scholarships, it is a mix of academics and your extracurricular achievements.
Siddharth wants to know the cost of medicine program once again.
The cost of our medicine program is, it's 47,700 euros per year for, and it's a 5-year program.
Ms. Deepthi wants to know, do you have any part-time or distance programs also?
No, we do not have any part-time programs. No.
Okay. So Arshia wants to know if you can name the online English language exams which Trinity will accept.
Okay, so we accept IELTS, we accept TOEFL, and we accept PTE, which is Pearson Test of English. These are the 3. But there are a few others as well. These are the most popular ones. And for this year, we are accepting Duolingo, which is a completely online test. So these are the 4 that we are accepting. But Duolingo, we have started accepting only on a temporary basis. We may or may not continue it for 2021.
Okay. So Priyanshi says she is in class 11 and she wants to know, she wants to pursue chartered accountancy. So do you have courses like these in Trinity?
So if you are looking for chartered accountancy, then you could go on to global business. Like I have already mentioned, it gives you exemptions for from the CA proficiency. We give a full exemption of the CA proficiency exam, which is CAP 1. So if you are looking for a career in that line, then global business is the program for you at the undergrad level.
Gitansh wants to know, are CBSE students eligible for global business course?
Yes, absolutely. So for all our programs, we accept CBSE except for medicine and dentistry. For all other programs, CBSE is accepted.
Okay. Chaitanya says, ma'am, can you please elaborate once again for non-maths commerce courses?
Okay. So what I was saying is that we need maths at class 12th mandatorily for two programs, which is engineering and computer science. For business related programs, we accept both students who have maths or who may not have maths. If you have commerce with maths, then we need 75% as minimum in your class 12th. If you do not have maths, then we require a minimum of 80% in class 10th in maths for all business related programs. This includes global business. This includes BESS, which is Business, Economic and Social Studies. And this also includes computer science and business. So these are the general entry requirements. For all other programs, we do not require maths in class 12th. You could be studying any subject and you can join any of our programs in our Faculty of Arts and Humanities, whether it is law, psychology, history, political science, PPES, English, all of those will be open to you.
Sarah wants to know, can I do dual honors in psychology? If so, what kind of environment is there in Ireland for someone graduating from psychology?
Okay, so no, you cannot do psychology dual honors. We offer psychology as a single honors. You can only do an elective, one or two electives, which you can do, which can be considered as the minors in years 3 and 4. For psychology, it is one of the most popular programs for Indian students. So if you are looking at psychology at Trinity, I could put you in touch with several girl students from Delhi and NCR who are on our psychology programs. And it is also highly sought after because our School of Psychology is very highly ranked. So yes, there are lots of opportunities both in the corporate world. There are opportunities for you to progress on to teaching, for PhD, for further research, as well as in the job market. So yes, if you want to get into the counseling psychology, child psychology, be an educator at school level, all of those opportunities will be available to you as a psychology graduate.
Ms. Deepthi wants to know, do you accept deferred entry students application?
Yes, we do. We do. We also offer accept advanced entry students. However, that is on a case-by-case basis where there has to be a complete curriculum mapping. So we do accept advanced entry applications as well as deferred entry.
Arshia wants to know, what are the criteria for admission in law for CBSE student?
So there are no specific subject requirements for admission to law. We only will be looking at you having overall of 80%. We do not look at individual subject areas. In addition to your overall 80%, it will be your personal statement, which is very important, your LORs, and your English language test result.
Okay. So Ria wants to know, what are the courses in music field at Trinity?
So we have music studies and we have music. One is offered as a single honors and the other is offered as a joint honors where you can combine it with a number of subject areas. You can choose any one. So we have combinations with English, we have combinations with film studies and several others. So you can find that on the website. If you go on to the prospectus, which is available online, for each course page, you will find out which are the other subjects you can combine it with. The only other specification to the program is that it has an earlier closing date is 2nd of February for music program. And also, if you wish to get into music, then you should be demonstrate your understanding of music through your cover letter or your LORs. Other than that, we do not have any specific exam for admission to music.
So next question is from Ridhima. She says, any other program except medicine which a CBSE student cannot apply to?
No, only medicine and dentistry are the two programs where we do not accept CBSE. For all other programs, CBSE is accepted.
Okay. Geetanj says where we have to apply for the scholarships.
So for scholarships, it is on the website itself. You will get the information. There is a scholarships page. So essentially what is, you should first have an offer. As soon as you have an offer, you are eligible to apply for scholarships. You just need to send your CV, a copy of your offer letter and your essay to me. You have my email ID will be shared by Almas, and you need to send it to me. That is the process to apply for scholarships.
Sure. So Hifza wants to know what's the cost for honors in psychology?
The cost?
Yes.
It's
The
about
fee she wants.
the fee is 19,000 euros, 19,500 euros for all the programs in the Faculty of Arts and Humanities, including psychology. About 19,500 euros.
So I'll be taking the last question for this session today from Chaitanya Sharma. He wants to know the application starting on 1st October is for which session?
It is for the every session. We have we have our intake in September for all in every year. We have only one intake in September, and the applications open 1 year in advance. That is 1st October of the previous year. So when they open on 1st October of 2020, it will be for 2021. And for 2022, the applications will open on October 2021.
Okay, so I can see two more questions coming in right now. So I will ask Geetanj to ask his question. You can unmute yourself and ask your question, Geetanj.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning.
Ma'am, I want to ask that when will the confirmation letter will be given by the Trinity College?
Meaning the time for processing your application?
Yeah, matlab, after submitting my all these requirements, when I will get the confirmation letter
Okay,
of admission from them?
We take 2 to 4 weeks to give you a conditional offer after submission of your documents.
And ma'am, what is the passing percentage for that? That I will get the
80%.
Nahin, I want to ask how.
I think he wants to know about the admission letter.
Percentage.
I mean, what are the percentages that he will get admission
Of
at?
getting her. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
What are the chances of getting the admission?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so see, our admissions are on a rolling basis. So as and when the places become full, the course gets closed. So for that reason, you need to apply early. And if you apply in time, if the course is open and you are meeting the entry requirements, then we will accept you on the program on the basis of your predicted scores. But obviously, if you apply, say in October or November, you will not have your final grades. So even though we will give you a conditional offer, if you do not meet the conditions of your offer, then the offer will lapse.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Geetanj, for your question. So I hope this is the last question from Ridhima. She says, are there any other courses except computer and engineering which requires maths?
So for all engineering programs and all computer science programs, we require maths. But for business, like I said, we accept students with maths in class 12th or without maths as well. The only difference is the required aggregate. If you have maths in class 12th, then if you apply for a business program, we require a minimum of 75%. But if you apply for a business program without maths in class 12, then we will need that you should have 80% in maths in your class 10th. Apart from these three areas, you are eligible for all other programs without maths.
Okay, thank you, Nilanjana, for taking all the questions so patiently. And I can see a message from Dr. Shalini Prasad. She wants to thank you for for answering all her queries.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
So now I would like to sign off by thanking all the attendees, all the students for very good questions from your side, and Nilanjana and Divya for answering the questions. I hope we have answered all your queries and cleared all your doubts. And if you have more queries, you can definitely write to Miss Nilanjana, or you can write to us at nazir@icaindia.com for that. Nilanjana, if you want to give your email address to the attendees.
Yes, Divya, could you please type it in the chat box, please?
Yeah, you can give the information in the chat
Sure.
box. So
Thank
you
you
can
very much
definitely,
for your time.
thank you. You can definitely get back to Ms. Nilanjana for all the questions, and if you want to connect with anyone. So until then, this is a goodbye from our side. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Almas. Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Goodbye.